Hi everyone, Alana McGinn from Good Night Sleep Site. Sorry, I'm just trying to fix the phone here. Thanks so much for tuning in. For those who are, I wanted to talk a little bit about today, a really popular question that I had at my sleep clinic yesterday. So, hi to my one viewer that just tuned in. Talk guys, feel free to put comments and give us some hearts if you're liking the topics that we're talking about today, okay? So yesterday I had my free sleep clinic, and I do this sleep clinic at Nestled Snugglebugs, the Burlington location on Fairview. I do it once a month, first Wednesday of every month. Love doing it. I've been doing it for years. I love meeting the moms and seeing them in person and answering their sleep questions. It's a free sleep clinic, super informal. Moms come and they bring all their kids and their babies. I'm actually gonna post in the links below, I'm gonna post the July event. So if you guys can make it, please try and make it in July. I think it's July 6th, I believe. So anyways, a question that I had at that clinic was from a mom who has a 2.5-year-old and a baby, 4-month-old. So her question was, you know, often my husband works at night. I'm doing bedtime on my own. How do I successfully put them both to bed? How do I make bedtime easier when I'm dealing with different kids of different ages? And when she asked that, there was a couple of moms that kind of put their hands up and said, I have the same question. And it's a question that I get a lot from parents. It's a question that I also struggled with. You know, when the twins were born, my daughter was 3.5. And I remember saying, oh my God, you have twins. Like, that must be so hard. And I remember thinking, the twins are actually kind of easy. It's my 3.5-year-old that I'm struggling with. It's how do I fit her into their schedule, okay? So I wanna give you guys some tips on how to make bedtime easier for all ages, for you too. But first, I wanna talk a little bit about something that I have upcoming at Good Night Sleep Site. So I'm contributing a couple of sleep travel articles to familytravelguide.ca. If you haven't checked out this website, guys, I'm gonna post a link to the website in the comments. Familytravelguide.ca. I'm gonna post their Facebook page as well. It's a fantastic website full of great travel advice for families. If you're planning any summer trips with your little ones this summer, this is the website to check out, okay? So what I'm asking you guys is, what are some of your sleep and travel concerns when booking trips for your family? So, you know, when booking your accommodations, or when booking, you know, the resort that you're staying at, or wherever you're staying, sleep accommodations, what do you pack? What do you bring? How do you make sleep okay when you're away from home? So whatever questions and concerns you have, please post them in the comments below, because what I'll do is possibly take some of those questions. I have a couple of questions that I already are thinking to answer, but I might take some of your questions and answer them in the article. Also, if you have great family sleep tips, family sleep hacks that you use that have worked really well for your family, please post them in the comments below, and I might quote you. A noisemaker, Flavia, yes. That will definitely be included in the article, and I completely agree. So if you have any great sleep hacks, any sleep tips, post them in the comments below, and I might quote you on the article and use them in those as well. Okay, so to get to why you guys all tuned in, how do I make bedtime easier when I have multiple kids? So the first thing is we have to work with age-appropriate schedules, okay? So if we're dealing with babies, if you're dealing with a baby and a toddler, or baby and a preschooler, baby always goes to sleep first, okay? Because the younger the child is, the more sleep that they need, okay? So that's something that we really do need to keep in mind. So, you know, practice your consistent, your calming bedtime routine with baby, and then we're gonna deal with the toddler. But the big question is, while I'm doing that bedtime, that consistent bedtime with my baby, what do I do with my toddler? What do I do with my preschooler? Okay, so there's a couple of things that you can do. Guys, if you have any great ideas, if you're going through this at home, and you have a great thing that you do with your older children, please post them in the comments below so other parents can read them, and it can possibly help them as well. One great thing that I like to use is what I call a quiet time box. So quiet time box, bedtime box, nap time box. You can use this box many times throughout the day to help with your toddler and your preschooler. Doesn't have to cost a lot of money. Get a box. So I have my box here. I don't know if you guys can see it, okay? So I just, go to the dollar store, go to Walmart, wherever, and fill it with activities that your child likes, okay? So, in this box I have some, figurines that I picked up from the dollar store. We have some books, some, crayons and coloring books. You can fill it with puzzles. You can get some of those great felt puzzles, whatever entertains. I mean, stay away from like the messy things because you're not going to be supervising your child during this time. Okay, so like Play-Doh and paint and things like that, probably not a good idea to include in the box. So, keep it parent friendly, but fill it with things that will really entertain your child for about half an hour or so. Okay, so fill the box, take your toddler with them, get them excited about them, let them choose what they want to put in the box. And then every time at bedtime, before you're dealing with baby, you take out the bedtime box and allow them to choose one activity and communicate the rules that they're to sit and play with that activity while you're putting baby to bed. And then when baby's to bed, mommy and toddler, mommy and child can have some great time together. Melissa asks, I have an almost 5-year-old and a 3-year-old. Up to this point, we have always just threw the kids in bed with us on vacation. Yes, I have one that has night terrors and thrashes and cries a lot and rolls around, etc. So it's something that they have to do. Sorry, Melissa, I can't read the rest because it's see more and I don't want to hit it because I don't want to hit the finish button and end it. But yes, and that's something actually that I'm definitely including. The articles that I'm doing in the family travel guide will be on top sleep concerns of parents, and one is actually on accommodation. So, how do we share a room with our kids? What are actually proper ages that opposite sex siblings can sleep together? So there's 2 really great articles. I will post them on our Facebook page, Goodnight Sleep Site. Click through and join our Facebook page once they are published, and they will also be in our newsletter. So if you guys haven't opted into our newsletter, I'm going to post the link in the comments. Opt in. Our newsletter is always full of great sleep tips, current publications that we have that came out, articles and things like that, upcoming events, great behind the scenes with Goodnight Sleep Site. So make sure that you sign up for that as well. So you've got the quiet time box. Your toddler understands. Now, the great thing about this quiet time box is it can also be used for nap times, okay? Your toddlers are going to go through sleep strikes. Things are going to happen where they're just not really napping. So you can also pull out the nap time box now, and they can choose that quiet activity to play during their nap time. So this box can be used for multiple different reasons, and it's a great thing. So that's one way of doing it. The other way of doing it, guys, is listen. I want the rules out the window right now, and I want to take the pressure on you. If you have to turn the TV on, if you have to stick an iPad in their hands, do it. Don't worry about it. And I know that was one of the concerns of the mom that one of the moms had at, well, I don't want them to watch TV. It's okay. I mean, if you don't want to, that's different. If you have, your philosophy about that, that's fine. I understand that. But if you're concerned about the bright screens, because I'm the first to say to, avoid bright screens before sleep. If you're concerned about that, don't be, okay? If it means occupying your child for that half an hour, put on Paw Patrol while you're putting baby to bed, do it. Like, don't worry about it. It's not that big a deal. And what's gonna happen is once you're done your baby's bedtime routine, turning off the TV, and then you're still gonna have probably half an hour to an hour before your toddler then goes to bed. So that's enough time to be away from the bright screen that it's not then going to affect their sleep, okay? So don't worry too much about that. The TV works, if the iPad works, use it. It is okay. So again, if you're watching this and you have multiple kids and you have a great system at home, please share it with our followers and with those that are watching in the comments below, and provide your own sleep tips for them because it might be helpful for them as well. And remember, when baby goes to bed, guys, it's gonna allow you and your older child to have that attachment time together. When we have babies, it's normal, guys. It's normal for more attention to be on the baby than possibly your older kid, okay? So don't be too hard on yourself for that, but a great time to bring back that attachment, to bring back that bonding time between parent and child, between parent and parent, between you yourself as an individual is at bedtime. That's why we started our initiative, Bring Back Bedtime. I'm also going to post that in the comments below, and that's going to give you even more great ideas that you can do with your toddler at bedtime and your older child too at bedtime, and even your partner at bedtime. So I hope those tips helped, guys. Thanks so much for tuning in. If you have any comments, questions, concerns, helpful tips for our readers, please post them in the comments below, and I will let you know once those travel articles are up. If you want more information on Goodnight Sleep Site and how to work with a Goodnight consultant, you can head over to goodnightsleepsite.com. You can follow us on Facebook, Goodnight Sleep Site. I'm assuming you already are if you're watching this. Or you can follow us on Twitter and Instagram at GN Sleep Site, or head over to our website, goodnightsleepsite.com. Thanks, guys. Have a good day.